Never ignore the sound coming from under your bed, because one day, something might answer you back. 3 friends, Ryan, Emily, and Jack, were on a late-night road trip and desperately needed a place to stay. They found a cheap hotel, booked a room, and checked in. The place looked old, dusty, and strangely, eerily quiet. But they were exhausted, so they decided to stay. As soon as the lights went off, Emily heard a strange sound. Tock, tock, tock. It was coming from right under her bed. She tried to ignore it, thinking it was just the old pipes making noise. But then, she heard a faint, chilling whisper. "I see you." Emily froze, her eyes wide with fear, but she didn't dare make a sound. She just lay there, completely still, until morning. The next day, she asked the boys if they'd heard anything. They just laughed, telling her she was being overly dramatic and probably just dreaming. That night, it happened again. The knocking started, but this time it was louder, more insistent. Tock, tock, tock. Annoyed, Emily whispered into the darkness. "Stop it, Jack, that's not funny." From across the room, Jack's voice replied, his tone serious. "I'm not under your bed." Emily's heart stopped. A cold dread washed over her. Slowly, hesitantly, she leaned over the edge of the bed, her hand trembling as she reached for the floor. As she peered into the darkness underneath, there was nothing. Just empty space. Suddenly, something cold and strong grabbed her ankle. She let out a blood-curdling scream. The boys jumped up, fumbling for the light switch. The room flooded with light. They quickly looked under the bed. But there was no one there. All they saw were long, dark scratch marks gouged into the wooden floor. Emily's voice trembled as she stammered, I think something's trapped under there." Just then, the hotel manager burst into their room, drawn by the scream. His face went pale when he saw the scratches on the floor. He looked at them with wide, terrified eyes and said, "This room, it's been locked for years. A girl was murdered here, and her body was hidden under that very bed." As if on cue, the knocking started again. Tock, tock, tock. But this time, the bed began to slowly lift off the floor, hovering in the air, and the last thing they heard was a ghostly voice echoing through the room. "Now, it's your turn." So, what would you do if you heard something knocking from under your bed? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more chills. Sleep tight.